Welcome to the Farmington North game. I'm Sarah Watt, and with me here is Stas. How are you doing, Stas?
Good. I'm going to be a play-by-play announcer today.
Yeah, I'm going to be color announcer. I'm just going to give you some little facts about soccer. It's a sport not really common in America like it is in the rest of the world. So we're going to educate you a little while we're watching what is sure to be a very interesting game. Because today, actually, might be the second year that Farmington become city champs. If they win this game, they are city champs for the second year in a row.
And what happens if North wins the game?
If North wins, I'm pretty sure, though I'm not positive, they do it based on goals, how many goals the each team in the city has, and then the winner's crowned. So it's sure to be exciting today.
So it's a really important game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very important game for both. Farmington has had a very strong season so far, and they want to continue it. And winning this game is one of their main goals this season. I was talking to their coach. He was telling me how focused they are and how they really want to win this game. It's one of their main goals, top priorities. So.
Well, with a 9-2-1 record, it looks pretty good for them.
Yeah, so they want to keep that good record. So, and North, started off rocky, but they made it through. They've been doing well, working hard, winning games. So I don't think they're gonna let Farmington win this easily, or win it at all. They're gonna have to fight for it.
And here's the first free kick by number 14 for Farmington Raiders, Eric Weberman. And he takes the shot right directly on the Farmington goalkeeper, Kane McVitie. And he's going to hold on to the ball and wait for his team to get deep so he can punt that. There's the punt. And I was just waiting for somebody to get the ball, and it's a header by Farmington. And the ball is going deep into North Farmington territory. It's corralled for number 12, Alex Lee. And here's the save from the free kick, and as you can see, there's absolutely no trouble. The goalkeeper was in
right
perfect
straight
position.
at it. He had that. No questions asked.
And now it's going to be a throw-in for Farmington. And who's going to take it? And right now, number 21, Chris Winkler has the ball. But it's a handball, and North Farmington is going to have a free kick. And number 14, Eric Gruberman, has the ball right now, and he's running past one. But he doesn't. And he has passed two Farmington defensemen, but not the third one. And now Farmington is advancing upfield with minimum pressure right now.
Number 21 just went straight through North right there, but.
And now here's one of the tri-captains, number 10, Tyler O'Hare, gave the pass, but his teammate cannot handle it right now. And right there's a nice, beautiful lob to far left corner for Farmington. They lobs it right again.
North.
Number 19, Adam Nagelich, but he didn't have ability to finish that.
Right over. North that was a dangerous move. They really had to get out of it. They were in the danger zone. So
that was a header by number 7, Joe Aspen, who's the captain of the Farmington Falcons. And now we have a free kick taken by number 9, Justin Bearbot. And that's a long kick. And it's a header, and Farmington is trying to control the ball, and it's going to be out of bounds. Nope, scratch that. The ball is on the line and still in play. And right now, this time it's out of bounds. And it's North Farmington's ball. And number 7, Uche Animi, was a throw-in person, and he gives the ball.
And if you notice in soccer, they're always moving. There's not a moment where anyone could just stop and take a break because you never know where the ball's going to end up. Everyone has to be on guard all the time. So it takes a lot of fitness, high fitness level, to be able to do this.
Well, that's one of the main reasons why soccer is so popular.
Exactly.
For one moment in time, you're the entire team. You control what's going to happen.
Exactly. You're whatever you do affects the whole team the whole time. It's pressure, but it's an exciting game.
It's not like any other sport. We have everything planned out in the playbook for what's going on.
Exactly. Soccer is you have to be able to communicate on the spot. Right now, you have to be able to connect with the ball while at the same time connecting with your teammates, and that takes a lot of skill.
And right now the ball is headed out. Number 19, co-captain Nathan Villade is going to be for the throw-in for North Farmington. But scratch that. It's Farmington's ball. And that is a nice throw-in there, but it's been taken by number 8, Sam Schreeman, captain of North Farmington
And a series of headbutts is going around right now. Everyone's
Well,
trying to get a hold of the ball.
Well, you can use any body part you want except the hands.
Exactly. So if you use your hands, it goes automatically to the other team. So you never want to do that. And sometimes it's very
And there's Cam Vitti making a dramatic sliding save. Contain the ball before any Northampton players could get that ball. And it's a long punt, and he knocks that ball down, and it's controlled once again by Farmington. And it's taken by defenseman David Bailing, who's going to try to carry the ball all the way upfield, but he doesn't do so. And it's one-headered, and Northampton has the ball, but they lost it for a split second. And here's a replay of that nice header right there.
series of headbutts. Everyone just trying to get control of the ball because they're dangerously close to the north goal. But
And number 11, Ben Fleck, a defenseman, is going to be throwing that ball in, and that's a nice deep throw in, but Northampton is going to have that ball, and they kick it right out of bounds once again. Wait, no, that's not on the bound, it's on the line. And if the ball is on the line, it's still in play.
and sometimes that's a gray area. It's really based on the referees, the
Point of view.
referee's vision exactly, and you have to trust the referee to be fair. And usually they are, and it's a difficult time to call something out. It's pretty difficult.
Oh, and now Eric Rubin stole the ball, but
Defense.
But Quist
Farmington's defense is just was right there. That was a good effort by North, though. Good job, North.
Cam Vitti made a beautiful giveaway, and Eric Rubin took advantage of the moment. But number 21, Chris Winkler, bailed out his goalie right there. And now as you can see,
that's
Eric Winkler.
he gets a corner kick, which is sometimes will define a whole game if you can get a corner kick in and no other goals are played in. Oh, right off the
beautiful
side.
save right there.
Goalie's in perfect position with the defense.
Well, I don't know who made it.
There
It
wasn't-
looks like a couple of people were just there to make the
Exactly.
save.
They were right there because they knew that if any opening, it was in, and they couldn't let that happen.
And there's a missed sliding tackle by number 10, Matt Zeishel. And here's a replay of that beautiful save off the. Look at this.
It goes
Number 8,
straight
Sam
off.
Freeman takes a shot. It is deflected by one of his teammates, who in turn takes control. And right there, you can see the goal, number
Yeah, you can
23,
see everyone
Adam
rushing towards the
Seablock
goal.
takes a shot. No, the goal did not touch it. It was a sliding save by his defenseman.
So
Oh, the goalie can get all the help he could in that save. It was beautiful and dramatic. And I can see that's 4 headbutts in a row. And number 2, David Bailing, controls the ball for Farmington. Now number 9 settles the ball to his defenseman. Down number 10, Tyler O'Harry has the ball. He's a co-captain and he's trying to give his teammates the ball. And number 19, Adam Niglick, corrals the ball, gives it a pass to his captain, who tried to give him a nice lap, but taken by the Northampton defenseman.
and the goalie was right there. You can tell that Farmington was getting closer, but the goalie knew right when to get away from his goal post and near the ball because that's just what goalies need to know. It's a reflex they need to have is when to stay in their goal post and when to move out. And that was an excellent save by North's goalie.
And number 15, Mark Amos, made a nice lap to his teammate, Joe Ashworth, who is the captain. And now he's running after the ball. He got the ball away from the defender, but Matt Joseph is there to get the ball.
Joe Ashmore's brother actually is on the team as well, and he's only a freshman. And he's on the varsity team, so pretty strong. I'm pretty sure, soccer-oriented family. So
I think his captain, his junior captain brother, has something to do with get on the varsity team. And it's a long shot, but
And
number 12 for Alex Lee from Northampton could not get a hit on that ball. And number
Farmington
9,
headbutted it out of the playing field.
number
which
9,
is-
Craig McDougall for Farmington Falcons headed that ball out of bounds. And right now it's going to be a Northampton corner kick.
Yep, corner kicks are essential to a game. So, pretty much when there's a corner kick, you really need to communicate with your teammates so they can.
Here's the goal right there. Sorry to cut you off right there.
It's okay. No, North got a goal. That's exactly what I was talking about. The defensemen really need to know how far and what range the ball is going, so they are able to deflect it into the goal.
As you're saying, here's the defenseman. He gets the kick, but it doesn't kick strong enough.
It
And I don't know-
deflects right off his leg, and
Deflects
North
right off
is
his
right
leg,
there to
and
get it.
Cam Vitti did not even have enough time to react on that ball. I don't know who the goal scorer was, but it was really close.
Excellent, excellent hustle.
And right now it's North Farmington 1, Farmington 0, and we are just under 30 minutes in the first half. And now North Farmington with some motivation right now and momentum, advancing on Farmington defense end,
But you can never let down your guard in soccer because it's a 90-minute game, halftime at 45, but you can never let down your guard because you never know. So as much as it's great for North, they know that they still got to work just as hard.
And here's a throw-in, but North Farmington defenseman number 14, Eric Grubman, gets the ball and hits it out of play. Number 11, Ben Fleck, Farmington defenseman, is about to make the throw-in. And he gives it to his teammate, but he's not able to handle it. And North Farmington defenseman has the ball. 1 kick, 2 kick, and that's out of bounds. And once again, Ben Fleck is going to throw in the ball.
When you're so close to a goal and there's a lot of throw-ins, that's pretty common because everyone's trying to hustle for the ball. And it's actually somewhat crucial to try to keep the ball in play, but that doesn't usually happen.
And Farmington's trying to get the tying goal right now, as North Farmington once again kicks the ball out of bounds, and once again Ben Fleck has a throw-in. And he gives it to number 7, Joe Ashmore, who is a senior captain. And right now, North Farmington has the ball, and Ben Fleck has it, and he makes that nice long lob.
Oh, and the goal, he was able to deflect it perfectly, beautifully. He had his hands there, he was ready. He just knew the angle of the ball. Very nice work.
And now Farmington has a corner kick, and they might seek revenge on that corner kick goal that North Farmington just scored recently.
Said, corner kicks can make or break the game. So.
And Chris Winkler is going to be taking the corner kick. He's waiting for his teammate to set up there. It looks like the shot is going to be somewhere outside the perimeter, and here's the kick. And it's a header, but nothing dangerous as North Farmington clears the ball, but Farmington regroups. Number 20, Zach Sewell's trying to hold the ball, but he's unable to. And now defenseman has the ball, and he kicks out. Here's the pass. Number 19, Adam Naglich, makes a nice lob to number 19, but that's an offside.
Yep, Farmington is trying desperately right now to keep the ball in North's battleground, just so they are closer to the goal.
And Nathan Blake gets the pass, but it's taken by number 7, Joe Ashmore of Farmington. And now they're advancing in North Farmington territory right now. And the pass is just too far for
a little too
number
wide
10,
for him.
Tyler O'Hare. And now we're going to have a North Farmington throw-in. And who threw the ball out of bounds? It looks like number 12, Alex Lee of North Farmington headed that ball out. Now we're going to have number 9, Greg McDougall, threw that ball in. And once again, North Farmington headed that ball out.
When you're so close to the goal, it's gonna. The ball's just gonna be going crazy, out of bounds, corner kicks. It's hustling time. You gotta be there.
And now number 14, Eric Rubin has the ball, but he lost momentum. But now he regains it.
But now
he's
he's and he's going near North Farmington's goal, and Farmington's defense was right there.
And number 10, Tyler O'Hare has the ball.
Oh, and there's Farmington near. And the goalie was right there.
Matt Joseph came far out of the goal just before the tri-captain Joe Ashmore was able to do anything right there. And now number 7, Uche Anim, gives the pass to his teammate, and it's a nice lob but it was intended for Eric Wheeler, but it was intercepted by Farmington.
It just shows you how, I guess you can say, volatile the soccer is. It can change at any moment. In 1 second, it went all the way from Farmington land to the goal of North. So you always got to be on guard.
And here's Nathan Blade, captain for North Farmington, trying to clear the ball. He's unable to, and it's a shot, but it's been high and wide. No threat to Matt Joseph, who's about to have a goal kick. And here's a replay of when dangerous area when number 10 Tyler Harry was all alone, but Matt Joseph
was
far
right
out
there
of the net to grab the hold of that ball. And number 9, Justin Bearbot, is about to take that free kick. And it's low but far, but number 7, Joe Ashmore, has the ball. He's been having a lot of playtime right now.
Yes, he's definitely been working that ball, but
but he hasn't been able to set his teammates up
Exactly.
with
I
anything.
think if communication was just more, I think sometimes if you lag in any communication, either from either side, it can ruin, you know, a perfect goal. But that's just soccer.
Ben Fleck is about to make the throw in, and Farmington has the ball. They're trying to control it with 5 North Farmington Raiders in there. And it's an easy shot by number 9, Greg McDougall on Matt Joseph, and Matt had no problem holding on to that ball.
And with 25 minutes left in the first half, it's still North Farmington 1, Farmington 0. But really, it's anyone's game. And
And there's a
there was
collision,
a
but no
collision
foul
right
because
there.
Farmington got all the ball.
Also, I don't think anything was meant intentionally. I think they just collided. If anything is intentionally done, like if a player tries to trip another, that usually results in a yellow card, which is pretty much a warning, or they might be put aside on the sidelines.
And here's the replay of the collision. And just, it doesn't matter if it's intentional or not intentional. If the player gets the player gets the
Yeah,
ball, there's no foul. But if he gets the
Exactly.
leg or the body, that's when you get the yellow card.
It's really the referee's call, and if the player continues to do so, or even if it's an unintentional, continues to collide with people.
And speaking
and
of collisions, here
manipulates
we're
them.
about to get a foul, and it looks like it's going to be a
It's a yellow card on
on
I don't know
number-
who though.
I think it's on number 3, Adam Shiblock from North Farmington Raiders, and he is being substituted for number 5, Paul Goulas.
That's usually the safest bet is to whoever gets a yellow card is to put them on the sidelines because unless they're just definitely needed because it's dangerous to have them on, but because if they get a red card they're out for the whole game and you need that player, and if that player is always important, so usually they'll take him out, and when they really need that player back in they'll put him back in.
And
So
2 yellow cards equals 1 red card,
exactly.
which means you're getting checked.
Exactly. And usually if you have, sometimes a red card will even result in you missing more than one game. So
There's a free kick by number 12, David Binkler, who is a senior defenseman. And Matt Joseph has no danger right there. He had all day to hold on to that ball. Now he's waiting for someone to get deep. He has the punt. And Farmington heads that ball back in the opposite direction. And now you have
and Farmington's just getting closer,
number-
but North defense is right there and kicks it out of bounds.
number 10, Tyler O'Hare, cannot do much damage there. Not much damage right there.
Okay.
Here's a throw in by Farmington Falcons. And number 10, Tyler O'Hare, tries to make a nice lap to his teammate, but he couldn't get there. And Ben Fleck tried to get the ball, but he was also too late. The ball was kicked out of bounds by Ben Fleck. He's been taking all the throw-ins today.
It seems that like a lot of this game so far has been played on North ground. Farmington keeps pushing into North ground, but North has been so great on defensive play. But
Well, except for that one laps when Farmington got the goal.
But eventually they're gonna have to start playing offensively as well. But it's good to start with defense in the first game especially after you've gotten a first goal, just so you can make sure you have that your position. In the
Here's
game.
another shot on target, but Matt Joseph will just let it sail out of bounds, and he's going to have either free kick or goal kick, depending on what he feels is better for him. And as you can see, he's holding on to the ball, and he's giving it to his teammate, number 9, Justin Beerbot, for the free kick. Here's a free kick, high but not far. And Farmington once again has the ball. That's been the tempo so far this game. Number 3, Trey Youngmuth, had the ball, but it was stripped away from him, and now he's trying to get that ball back, but he doesn't do so. And Farmington has the ball, and they're just containing it. 3 Farmington defensemen. Oh, but it's taken by number 4, Ashwin.
That was definitely a collision.
Yeah,
But nothing was called.
He probably got the ball. And there's another collision, but I think that one was over dramatized because the goalkeeper did not touch the forward in any way. And here's
And
the kick.
you'll see that a lot in internationals.
And here's a
Give it a
replay of the
side-
slide tackle. And as you can see right here, he got all ball, no. He's right there. He gets the ball. He doesn't touch the touch the body at all. That's what it is.
his
a
other
foul.
teammate did collide with other. But you'll see that if something seems over dramatized, it's that's how you play soccer, because it's seen a lot in international soccer, especially because you'll be able to maybe
Draw a foul. And get the free kick.
exactly. But not here. We're pretty good sportsmanship. So
And right now, good pass play by Farmington as they are just making a tic-tac-toe passing right now. And North Farmington is not able to do much against this awesome offensive right now.
and sometimes this can it's buying time, but it's also used so that the players can connect and figure out what they're.
And
trying
there's
to
a
do.
missed time and 2 missed time tackles by North Farmington. And if they want this ball, they got to get that ball. They cannot get the player, and they cannot miss this ball.
Exactly. It's just
And here's
still on their
Captain
land.
Nate Blade trying to give to his teammate Eric Weberman, who tried to give it to his teammate, but it was intercepted right away by Farmington. And he splits the defense, but Eric Weberman gets the ball back. And now, once again, Farmington destroys any chance of number 10, Teller O'Hare, trying to get that ball. Nope, he wasn't able to do much.
That's a long
in
shot
defense.
right there.
Just launches that ball out.
But there's still someone always there for Farmington. North seems to finally be getting it out of their land. Oh, and the whistle is blown.
And there's a push call against North Farmington. No card, though. And it's going to be a
They will
kick.
get a free kick though.
It's going to be a free kick for North Farmington right there. It's going to be taken by number 9, Justin Badbat. Scored still 1-0 with about 20 minutes left in the first half. And here's the kick. Farmington trying to get something out of it. Nothing much done. Number 23, Adam Shablack has the ball. He loses it. And here's a replay of the push we were talking about. And as you can see here,
Right. He
number
just
2,
collided
David
right into
Bailing,
him.
hits
Yeah.
North Farmington forward, and that's why we had the free kick.
And just some background info in soccer: if any fouls occur, you either get a corner kick, a free kick, or the person who or you get cards. So
And that
it's
is
all
one high
competition.
kick. And it finally settles down on a Farmington player, should I say.
Yeah, there was just a group of North players with one Farmington. He was just struggling for that ball.
And right now, Eric Rubin kicks that ball deep. And here comes 2 Farmington players and 1 North player trying to get that ball.
Still,
and he
just-
lands on the back. He wants a foul. And there is a call. Number 23, Adam Shablock, draws a call. And it's going to be a free kick for North. What's the call? It's going to be no card. And here's a replay.
of the collision of Adam when he was trying to
He
get
tried
the
to
ball.
get the ball,
in the process,
and he jumps on Chris
another
Winkler.
player.
I don't know who gets called.
So
Farmington
Farmington gets a
the
free kick because his the
Because
player
Adam-
was hurt technically. So
And wait, whoa, what was that? Handball.
I think it was a false start. I mean, I don't.
Well,
think
there's a
it was
handball by
technically
Farmington,
called
which
false
results
start.
in a throw-in for North. And there's a substitution. Number 4, Ashwin Vaisnov is coming off the field. And it looks like number 15, Jake Blowett, is coming onto the field for North Farmington.
That was some cool action by Eric Weberman though. You saw his footwork. That was very nice footwork.
And 2 headers by Farmington and nothing by North so far. And here comes Adam Schublock trying to get some offensive done for his teammates. He hasn't done so. Intercepted by Alex Lee, who has a dangerous chance. He stumbles on the ball. Can he regain it? No, he cannot. And number 19, Nathan Blade, tried to help his teammate out right there.
And
Didn't
North
do
is
so.
desperately trying to keep.
Now
on
he's trying to
Farmington
fight it for the
winning.
ball. Again, he is stripped down. And it's a throw-in for North. And that's a quick throw-in or a quick transition. Number 9, Jason Barbat has the ball, but he loses it quickly.
And
And who
whoever
has the ball? Ben Fleck trying to get there.
Not
Doesn't get
enough.
so, and it's going to be a throw-in for North.
Whoever touches the ball last before it goes out of bounds, the other team will automatically get to throw in the soccer ball. So
Hey, right now, Farmington's just controlling the tempo right now. It is heading well. It's pushing the offense. North is just playing defense all game. And they may say that defense is the greatest offense, but when you're down 1-0, I don't think that's a great offensive
Exactly.
strategy right there.
I mean, for North, it's actually a pretty good play for the first half to secure their spot. You know, with
So become city champ.
exactly,
need to
they
get that goal.
gotta put it. You know,
Right now, North Farmington is just pushing all the offensive. Number 4, Conway
Yeah,
Sherman.
it was
takes the shot,
too
but
wide
it's
though.
wide. And we have under 40 minutes left in the game when that wide shot was taken. And Matt Joseph will allow defenseman number 9, Justin Barbat, to take the free kick.
He seems to be also doing a lot of free kicks from north side today.
Well, he has a long shot and
That
a
was-
strong leg.
Yeah.
And it seems to be landing on North Farmington players, which is one of the reasons why he's taking the kicks.
Which is pretty good, but it's just a little too close to the sideline, which is what.
And here's
been
number
causing
7,
the problem
Uche
right now.
Anime, taking, wait, scratch that. That is number 17, Joe Malkowitz, who's throwing the ball in. And it's on
And North is right there, but he's just getting surrounded by
You have
Farmington.
Four
Yeah.
Farmington players on one North. That's
You
a
saw
bad play.
Farmington. You saw North trying to get that as a foul, but referee didn't grant him that.
And North Farmington has the ball. Can they get in there before the Farmington defense? No, they cannot. And that ball is kicked out of bounds, and it's going to be a North Farmington kick and throw in. Right now,
And you
number
can
7,
just see
Uche
North is trying to.
has the ball. Gives it to his teammate, who kicks it all the way back.
You can tell that North is picking up that offense with their footwork and their communication. But once again, it goes out of bounds.
And we are approaching 15 minutes in this first half. North still leading 1-0. And there's some.
If it seems like
Number
there's a lot of
19.
substitutions, it's actually good for the team because
Number
how
19,
the coach.
Nathan Blade, the captain, is coming off the field. And number 20 for Farmington, Zach Sewell, is also coming off the field as we're getting some fresher legs on.
Yep, and Nathan Blade is a captain, so he might be needed later on, especially at the end of the game when it's very important. So to kick up their competition. So, and if it seems like in soccer they're substituting a lot, it just the coach trying to be useful of his players
And here's number 8.
of their skills.
And here's number 8, Sam Sherman, trying to take some chance with the offensive strategy.
It was just right. It was a little too wide. If it was just a little closer. it might
North
have
hasn't
been-
had much offensive abilities to get that ball in, but they have the one goal.
I mean, and for the first half, that's okay. But if they want to win this, they need to step it up by second half.
And here's the kick being taken by senior forward Chris Winkler. And that is a high kick.
That was a very good kick, perfect angle.
But unfortunately, Northampton has the ball, and it looks like it's approaching out of bounds, and it is. Who's taking it?
Yep,
It's gonna
it's
be
Farmington.
Farmington throw in. And it's going to be taken by none other than number 11, Ben Fleck, who's been taking all the throw-ins today. And here's a throw-in. And 1, 2, 3 headers. And it's going to be a North Farmington throw-in this time. And it was going to be intended for number 14, Eric Weberman, but
Yeah.
Farmington defensive takes it out.
And in soccer, there's no strict way of how to throw in ball. There's several different techniques. There's some really cool ones where they'll take the ball and do a flip before throwing it. So it's really all based on what you're comfortable with.
But
But
what's
if
important is for both feet to be on the ground.
Exactly.
And throwing the ball.
that's the only restriction to it. And a throw-in can really, every technique in soccer can really make or break a goal. So who
And
you
here's
throw
Wi-
it to and how your position can
And
definitely
here's
change the score.
Eric Wiberman controlling the ball, giving it to his teammate. And right now, he's trying to get it to number 10, Matt Giles. But he doesn't. Number 19, Nathan Blade, trying to race to the ball. Does he get there? Yes, he is. And he's approaching that corner right now. The ball is still in play.
And I
And
saw a
now
little
it's
hand push by Farmington. A little bit of that. So they'll definitely get a
It's going to be
counter
a
kick for
throw-in
that. Or a throw-in at
to
least.
number 10, Matt Giles. And now the ball is kicked, and it's over
It's
the
a little
net.
wide. But still, even though the goalie knew it was over the net, he was up there just in case.
And now it's going to be a goal kick taken by number 12, David Finkbeiner. He is a senior defenseman, one of 10 senior players on this Farmington roster.
North also has a dominated senior team, like 12 seniors. So, oh, and there was a little scuffle, and it took a while. It took a little
And it looks
a
like
bit of
number 14,
hesitation,
Eric
but
Whitman, is being called for it, and he's
yeah.
complaining about it. And now
And
you
now
have
with North doing so well, we
and
see
here
all
you can
the
see all
brownouts
these
of all the
players
seniors.
supporting North, even though we're at Farmington right now.
Yep,
Which
it's
is really
something.
shocking.
They're all wearing brown. It's called brownouts, where everyone just dresses up in brown, comes to support the team.
And now North Farmington having the ball, controlling it, doing much better defensively, and hopefully picking up the offensive right now. And number 4, Connor Sheenan has the ball. He shakes off one defenseman, but North takes the ball in result of that.
And
number
you know,
14
Saz, in
what?
soccer, the audience really can definitely affect the game because their energy really just, it helps the players and it brings them into the game. And in some countries, over thousands of people will pack into the stadium. It's kind of like in America football, but even like just 3 times that size because in just soccer is such an international sport. I mean, it's called football which is ironic over in the rest of the world, but it's just such a big game.
But Americans want to be different and call it yes, means football.
Exactly. But, it's okay to be different. But if you are watching international soccer, and a little update.
It's called football.
Called football.
With the accent on the U.
Exactly.
And here's a corner kick by Eric Rubin. And here's another chance, but the defense has the ball. It's still controlled by North. And finally, it's cleared out of danger by Farmington. But North still has the ball, but nowhere near the net this time.
So North was there just in case so they can get it back in there.
And number 19, one of the track captains, Nathan Blade, back on the field. The way it scratched said that's number 10, Matt Geisel, who had the ball.
And when there's a corner kick in soccer, there'll usually be actually there always is just a barrier of players who are allowed to deflect the ball.
And now number 23, Adam Sublak-Sean gives a pass to his teammate, but it's intercepted by the Farmington defenseman, and
out of bounds.
The ball is out of bounds, and there's going to be a North Farmington throw-in taken by number 17, Joe Malkowicz.
And having a throw-in so close to
he's taken off. He's being substituted for somebody else. We have 2 new North Farmington players. So who's going to be the new players to make the throw-in? We're about to find out. It looks like number 21, Noah Marciniak.
And having a throw-in really close to the goal, just based on how the players
And the pass
are
is back to
able
Noah Marciniak, who makes a nice lap to his teammate. And Eric Rubin was not able to get enough power on that shot, which is why Cam McVitie is holding the ball right
went
now.
straight to the goalie. If he had a little more angle on that.
If he had more power on that.
Yeah.
And now it's kick. It bounces over to Farmington forward and to North Farmington defenseman. And it was played off the Raiders, and it's going to result in a Farmington throw-in. Now we have some action near the line, and it's going to be a throw-in for Farmington because the defenseman kicks it out. And it's going to be taken again by who else? Ben Fleck. He seems tired from all these throw-ins.
But he's got skill, and that's why they always position them there. So as
Ben
long
Fleck
as he's doing his job.
Making the pass to his teammate who's trying to get there. Some pushing going around, and ultimately.
But there was only one North defense there. You can never make that mistake. North always has to be there.
And number 4, Connor Sheeman, takes throw and gives it to his teammate. And it's taken by the North Farmington defenseman, Eric Wibberman, who tried to give a pass to number 5, Paul Goulas, but he wasn't able to do that. And now number 10, Matt Geisel, has the ball. He gets it past one North Farmington offenseman. And now we have number 10, Tyler O'Hara. He might be Irish.
And he just
has the ball.
He just whipped through like a bunch of North. He just went straight through them.
And Noah Marciniak gets the ball, gives a pass to his teammate. Yep. And number 14, Eric Wibberman, has the ball once again, and he just kicks that ball out of bounds to get himself that breather. And it's going to be taken again by Ben Fleck. I should just stop saying his name and just say it's going to be taken by the usual guy. And a nice little kick action right there. And Farmington still has the ball. Number 19,
That
Nathan
is
Blade, a track captain, back on the field.
way too close to the corner.
And Matt Joseph just lets that ball slide out, and it's going to be, I think, a corner kick for Farmington. Yes, it is. It's a corner kick for Farmington Falcons.
And to be honest, in this game, both goalies are doing an excellent job. I don't think many people realize how important goalies are in the game. I mean, obviously they deflect the goals, but they have so much pressure on them.
By Chester, and it's a kick, and it's straight to the North Farmington defenseman who kicks that ball out of, and it's collision right there. Who gets the ball? Eric Rubin gets back up, but he doesn't get the ball. And right now, number 3, Chester, have more chance to get that ball, but it's taken out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in by number 4.
Maybe they're finally giving him a little break. Poor guy.
And it's going to be a throw-in again to Farmington Falcons. Right, it's North Farmington gets the ball and it's going to get by North Marciniak, who gives it to his teammate number 12, Alex Lee, who loses the ball, and number 3 for Falcons has the ball right now.
And you can just tell that North knows that there's still a chance that they could win the cities, if they can beat here Farmington with enough. The last time they won the cities was in 06. It was a big event for North. It had been a while since then for North that North had won it. So I just remember walking through the halls and seeing both the soccer cities for guys and girls there, and that was just an honor to have them both there. So you could tell that the soccer team just knows that they can do it, and they're just working hard on it.
We have about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. North Farmington still leading 1-0. That's also known as 1-0. And Noah Marciniak has the ball right now. He gives a nice long lob to number 3, Adam Black, but it's taken right away by the North Farmington defenseman. And now we have a bunch of activity surrounding the ball, and it's ultimately kicked out. And it's going to be a goal corner kick taken by number 14, Eric Weberman.
Eric Weberman seems to be doing a lot of skill work here in this game, taking a lot of control of the soccer ball, which is good. He seems to be leading a lot of the team. But
well, I think that one substitution gave him a nice breather, so he has enough energy to kick the ball. And now we have
there's
the goal right there.
Goal for
Corner
North.
kick
It
by
was a perfect
Eric
position.
Weberman.
It just went right off the foot. It was perfect. That was an excellent goal. And we're gonna have a little shove all.
And here's the kick. And
look,
it looks like
how
by number, I can't
right
tell,
off
it looks like number 10, Matt Geisel, received the pass from Eric Woodman on that corner kick. Just a
And this
pass.
is what I was talking about.
Here's the North fans.
Yep, and look at
going
look at all those
ballistic
North
right
fans
now.
going crazy for their team because they know that they can do this just as much as the players do. And really, all he had to do was do it off the little tip of his toe, and it was in.
And now we're under 5 minutes left in this first half. North Farmington
And you
leading
can
2-0 right now.
And you can just see that from that they've gained so much more energy. And that's what I'm talking about. Never let your defense down. It's the last 5 minutes of the first half, but you still have a chance of getting 1 or 2 goals. And North took that opportunity. And now they have a free kick. You can see the barrier of Farmington players.
Here comes Eric Gruberman, takes the free kick. And Cam McVitie gets the ball, but he doesn't kick it because his defenseman get that ball before he does.
Yeah, it was a perfect catch, but then he let it go. But it was enough though to deflect it off
I think it was his defenseman was there to get that ball out of there.
Exactly.
And for the 9-2-1 record, Farmington isn't doing much offensive work right now, as they are just dying. They were dominating early on, but as the first half went on, their offensive strategy just keeps going down and down. Here's a replay on that free kick by Eric Wiberman. Here comes out Cam McVitie. He's not able to hold on to that ball, but it doesn't matter.
It was enough to just get it out of the danger area and get it away from his goal.
Then his defenseman did the rest of the work.
Which is what soccer is about. It's about depending on others, and sometimes it doesn't go as well.
And North Farmington doing the offensive work that Farmington doing. And now
Eric Wiberman somehow
he's trying to get his teammate ready to set up. But is he able to go? He's taken out. There's going to be a foul call, and it's going to be a free kick taken by
He just came out of nowhere, though. He just went through all 4 Farmington players.
Here comes the kick, and it goes to the Farmington player this time. But Eric Rubin covers it, makes another kick back in there And
that one
Kevin
was
Gritty
too
just lets
wide.
that ball slide
Yeah.
past the net.
But to be honest, to end the first half, at least on Farmington, is a perfect way to end the first half.
Now we have 3 minutes and counting, and Farmington's still down by 2.
And 3 minutes is more than enough to get another goal, a goal that could determine the game. If you watch the European Cup during the summer, where it was Spain versus Germany, and it was a very interesting game because Spain hadn't won the European Cup in about I think 40 years. So and they got that one goal in the literally the last 5 seconds of the first half. Yeah, of the first half, and that secured the game. And it was I'd never seen a country more just proud of their team, and their team was they were so thankful and so just loving of everyone and very kind to the other team, even though they had lost the hope of the European Cup. But that's what
We're getting a throw in by the usual guy, Ben Fleck. Couldn't stop saying his name from now on. And man, Joseph gets the ball. It's deep. Very can make that strong punt. There's the punt. And it's corralled by the Farmington forwards, but the North Farmington defenseman has the ball. And right now the audience is chanting something. I cannot make out what they're chanting, but they are supporting North right now.
And it's great to see such great fans at a soccer game because they're usually not at soccer games, to be honest. It's usually at football. But that's just, it's America. But it's great to see more fans supporting the team because they are doing well. And every year they always pull their weight and they always do well.
Here's number 19, Nathan Blade, one of Northampton's strike captains, coming back onto the field and giving his throw-in to number 18, Alex Burns. And there's the throw-in, and possession is literally thrown away right there as Farmington gets the ball.
Yeah, Alex was just trying to get it on Falcon territory, but
right now it's a steal.
Falcon was able to just pass through and
North
North defensive there.
Connor Sheeman was not able to get the ball to his teammate, but he does get the corner kick.
It was a good effort by Farmington. He somehow just blasted away all North Farmington.
And number 19, Adam Naglich, is taking the corner kick, and it's way over everyone's heads, and it's out of bounds. Seems like a waste of a corner kick to me. And we are with
only 30 seconds left in the game, or in the first half to say.
Yep, and number 14, Eric Goodman, taking goalkeeper. As he's just wasting the clock right now, hoping.
Which is really all he needs to do. All you need to do is a little tic-tac-toe with the ball for the last 30 seconds. Just secure your spot and you're fine. Sure looks like second half is going to be more interesting.
And now North leading 2-0.
So at halftime, North Farmington leads 2-0.
Well, it's really ironic because the last two. Well, let's see what Farmington can do to regain the momentum that they have clearly lost in the second half.
Yeah, and let's see if North can keep this up, and we'll see you after our little halftime.
Bye.
Bye.
Memories are playing like a film without sound, and I keep thinking of that night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And it was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home, talking on the telephone, and we would get so excited and we'd get so scared, laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together.
And welcome back to the second half of this soccer game.
Farmington versus North Farmington, a game that will probably
Decide the city champs.
exactly will crown the city champs. So
Right now, Northampton is leading 2-0. And we're on the way from this kickoff, and Farmington controls the ball right now.
a little summary of the first half. Pretty much what happened is that North started off strong with offense, got a goal, and then a lot of the game was spent on North territory with
Farmington just attacking.
exactly attacking, but North
North
defense
once
just
again.
being there always. And then
Then
like
they
the
got a
last
late
5
goal.
minutes, exactly, they got an amazing goal through a corner kick. And ever since then, they've just always been on.
Oh, and
Farmington
there's a big
territory.
collision and an empty
it
net,
was-
and it's over the
Oh,
net.
too
Farmington
high.
missed a golden opportunity to get that ball. Farmington
The
player
goal was
collided.
empty.
The Farmington player collided with Matt Joseph, and Farmington goalie collided with Matt Joseph, and then he had an open net, but he missed it, and now it's safely kicked out of here. And right now, once again, action is in North Farmington territory, as Farmington is pushing attack, trying to get a goal to cut this lead by 1.
But that was North got lucky there. The goal was open, and it was just the kick was just a little too high. He had just the right angle. They would have gotten a goal to make it 2-1. But
And here's
currently
a
it's 2-0.
throw. And here's a throw in by the usual guy, Ben Fleck.
Poor kid. But he seems to be, he does well. In
Strong
it.
arms.
Exactly. So, you use what you got, right?
Yep. And now we have some back and forth action going on right now. And Adam Shiblock is trying to outmaneuver
He's
three
try-
Farmington defensemen.
To at
And now-
least get it on Farmington territory, but there's too many defense against one offense. So it's the ball's deflected back to a Farmington player who trips on
And
the
now-
way.
And now we have Farmington number 20. Zach Jewell has the ball, trying to give it to his teammate, but it's kicked out of bounds by number 7 from North Farmington, Uche Anime. There we go. And it's a throw in by, of course, Ben Fleck. And once again, North Farmington had the ball, but it's taken away by North. And now North Farmington player Adam Shiblock gets the ball, but it's out of bounds.
He did a little nice footwork there. It was just too late to try to deflect the ball back into the field. So Farmington takes its opportunity. And
Right
now
now-
they're trying to get away. They're trying to go through all the North defense, but it just seems too much.
And right now, Farmington trying to basically deke around as many defensemen as they can without passing to the open man, which is, in my opinion, a flawed strategy. And now that's a nice lob from number 10, Tyler Orhadi, but he lost
And no
the ball.
no one's there to get the ball, so it goes straight out.
Like for them, North Farmington kicked the ball out of bounds, which.
So
Farmington
this could be their chance,
And they're doing some tic-tac-toe passing.
You see Joe Ashmore try to get the ball,
Ball played
but
over the touchline once again by the Raiders. So in my
number
11.
8's kick is deflected by North defense. So it goes out of bounds again.
And Farmington once again has the ball, trying to control it, get some shots on net, on target. And right now we have Farmington working the perimeter and kicked away for
Touchline by the Raiders.
12.
By number 9.
And Alex Lee.
Craig McDougal. And yet another throw in by number 9. Craig McDougal.
Again by
And a little national soccer news that I'm sure everyone's heard of, but we'll just say it anyway. It's a little belated welcome to a very famous British soccer player.
Ben
Ball played over the end
And
line
he's-
by
Beckham?
Yep, David Beckham. Yeah, I can't believe I blanked on that name, huh?
Taken by number
Maybe
9.
because he hasn't played all season, but that's just a little.
Well, didn't he get
He-
acquired like a year or two ago?
Yeah, what happened is he joined an American team, Los Angeles team, which it's great. We finally had a really international superstar player, but fortunately he got injured, and he keeps getting injured all
Ball played over
season.
the touchline by
So
the
he hasn't
Raiders.
really been
Throw in by
playing.
number
I
9,
mean,
Craig
he got his raised salary, but he hasn't really been playing. So it's kind of been a disappointment for me. I thought maybe that would make Americans a little more interested in soccer, because I come from a family that was that just soccer was soccer equals life pretty much.
He's probably
So,
On the push call, that
he's
will
probably
be
just too ashamed to play for Los Angeles and faking all his injuries.
so I mean, he did get a good paycheck. I understand why he left England, but at the same time, it's been a little disappointing for me.
Well, he just wanted to make soccer more popular in America.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't really
But
work out. And a free kick by Farmington. They're just trying, and they're going on north. They're trying to get it back on their on the opponent's land, but it's not really working that well.
here's a replay of the header, and as you can see, there was a collision, and Slack fell into it, but he got up real quickly. But there's a foul. And that
Again, played off the touchline by the Falcons. Result another throw by the
it's
Raiders.
going to be through in by number 18, Alex Burns. And he's looking for an open player. And here's the pass, but it's intercepted by Farmington and kicked out of danger. And the ball jumps over two people, and it's kicked back into Farmington territory. And now it's a throw in by number 9, Greg McDougall.
Farmington finally changed their throw in.
Yeah. I think they just probably substituted Ben Fleck because it was almost getting too short.
Yeah, they've been working him a lot, so I'm sure they wanted to give him a break so he can reboot.
Yep. And another North strategy, whenever the ball is in your defensive zone, just kick it out of bounds.
Exactly. Because that's actually the safest thing they can do.
And with a 2-0 lead, it's pretty
It's
much
good
what
enough.
they should do.
Exactly.
Which is kind of ironic because the coach told me in their last 2 games they have lost by 2 goals, and now they're leading by 2 goals.
Exactly. So finally, they're getting what they want. They worked hard and they're finally getting it.
And there's an offside call, and it was a free kick for North, and they took a really short kick, which allowed North Farmington players to get that quick sprint.
And that North player, I think that's Sam Sherman, number 8, was just getting attacked by that Farmington. And that's usually what you'll see in soccer, is that they're always just in your face, and you have to use your skill and your footwork just to get away from them.
And now Farmington is slowing down the tempo a bit, trying to get their players organized so they can create some offense. A nice move right there. It's a nice lob.
But it's a
Man
little
Joseph gets the
too
ball.
high and a little to the side because not enough speed, I guess you can say.
It's a high punt, and that was a 50-yard punt right there for any football players out there.
There we go. We're making soccer a little more understandable. And you can hear the North fans just going crazy out there.
I'm really surprised that there are not more Farmington people supporting this team. I mean, this is a Farmington stadium, yet we have all North Farmington players right now supporting this team.
And Farmington's been doing well this year. I'm a little disappointed too that there's not more fans. But it's not. You have to remember, soccer's it's not viewed as a very interesting sport, or at least one of their most, supported sports. Exactly, and it's like it's more popular when you just when you have bigger names, especially in international. But
Well, I think the fact that they have 12 seniors on the Northampton team probably promote their soccer club a little more than the other teams. And here's a kick by number 9, Justin Barbat. And it's low, but it's far. And that's a ball's high. And
it was
there's
anyone's ball.
Yep.
And then it kind of just reflected off both of them.
and Uche Anime trying to get that ball away from the defenseman and away from the forward, and he
outside,
does.
which is his best technique. I mean, that was way too close to the goal for him.
And now 15 minutes has elapsed, and we still have a 2-0 score. North
Yeah.
Farmington leading.
And Farmington was awarded a corner kick, which
Let's
could,
see.
could get them a goal.
Let's see
You
if they
never
can turn
know.
their luck around right now. They are 0 for 7 right now. And here's the next kick,
It
and
was
once again, North
it was a
Farmington
little
plays-
too low, and I think North was able to deflect that because if it was just a little bit higher, it was a little too low though. So in attempts to get it out of their area, it got headbutted over the goal.
And here's the 8th kick.
He's
8th corner
rewarded
kick taken
another
by number
one.
19, Adam Naglitz. And he gets that ball away from him. And
And
it's
once again, over the goal. I think North got a little lucky on that one. I don't really know why he got a second corner kick, but
because a North Farmington defenseman headed the ball out of play the first time.
there you go.
And here we have the free kick taken by number 5, Paul Gulas. And he is just waiting there, looking for it to get the kick to.
Yeah, you can tell that they're strategizing right now.
And there's the whistle, and there's the kick. Foul.
That was a really high kick.
And here's the replay of that corner kick I was telling you about. Here's the strong kick,
You can see how he follows through. It just unfortunately.
and here's that header.
Yep. And it goes right over the goal.
I think he rushed that header because he had 2 North Farmington defensemen coming at him, so he probably
Yeah.
rushed it a little bit.
Yeah. So what happened is the angle of obviously your head kind of directs the ball, and I'm sure he felt a little crowded with the North defenseman right next to him, so that might
And
change
number
his angle a little.
18, Nathan Blade, track captain, clears the ball away from the goal area, but Farmington still has the ball, trying to create some damage, as they just want to cut this lead down and hope to become a 2-1, then 2-2, and then get the lead of 3-2 and win
I
the
mean,
champ
this
title.
is a very important game for them. It's one of their prominent goals of the season. They are the defending champs, and they want to win it again. The city champs, that is. But with the looks of it right now, they're going to have to step it up to.
And there's a
be able
nice
to win
diving
again.
save by number 1, Cam McVitie. We have to get in the way with that before number 6, Mark Berger, was able to get that kick. And a nice sliding tackle right there. And here's a replay of that save. You can see the North Farmington forward was able to get away from his defenseman.
And what you see with the goalie is that he rolls on his side, but then after he gets the ball, he rolls on top of it, because it is possible to kick the ball out of the goalie's hands, that is, and it's completely allowed, legal. So.
Well, it's not allowed for you to kick the body. 'cause
Yeah,
otherwise
but
that's
if you're allowed,
automatic.
exactly, you're allowed to do that. So you
Because
gotta make sure he protects that soccer ball.
soccer, if you hit the goalie's body, it's an automatic red card, which equals ejection. But he got the ball. And now North Farmington is advancing on the field. And there's a foul called. It's going to be a free kick for the Farmington Falcons.
It's going to be kicked by number 15, Mark Enos.
And number 15, Mark Amos, is taking the free kick. And that is high, and that traveled about
And no one
60
was there
yards.
to receive it. Yeah,
What a shame.
it could have been a perfect layout for the goal.
And Eric Weaverman gives the kick to absolutely no one, and the Farmington defense will just grill that ball.
And Joe Ashmore tries to get it back to his teammates, but it's unfortunately out.
And here's some substitutions coming in. We have one North Farmington player coming off, and 2 Farmington players coming on. And Nathan Blade, one of the track captains, has the ball. He has to quickly rush at it, but he loses the ball. And right now, and it's a beautiful sliding tackle. But Farmington still has the ball in the end.
And a little update. Just because it's city, this really defines the city champs. Doesn't mean the season's over. It's actually not near over. North is actually playing the number 1 team of the whole. What do you call it? Their level, their ranking, and they're playing them on Friday. So they'd really like if you can support them. And Farmington has a few other very important games coming up.
Oh,
And
that was a collision right there.
Yeah, he tried to head a butt out of the way, and he rolled in the process, and his body weight just rolled over.
And number 9, Justin Barbat, gave that goal kick, and now the Northampton defense has the ball. 19, Nathan Blade just kicks the ball out of bounds. No trouble there for him. And of course, number 11, Ben Fleck takes the throw in, but he quickly loses it. And Farmington regains possession, trying to create something.
Oh!
And here's a push. Here's the original collision.
He tried to do a scissor kick, and what happened is it didn't go very well, and he actually flipped backwards. And what you just missed 2 seconds ago is that one North a North
Player.
player actually pushed a Farmington player, so Farmington's awarded a free kick.
Oh,
And that was a little too close in my opinion, though. That could have been if they were if Farmington was a little closer to the goal and just kicked it in, they could have just tapped it in the goal. That was a little dangerous.
and it's a short kick and miscommunication right there by Northampton, but Eric Rubin quickly recovers and gets that ball.
You can tell he was a little frustrated that he knew he had it, but Farmington was able to deflect it out of bounds.
And Eric Rubin gives the throw in, and it's just kicked once again out of bounds. This has been a continuous strategy played by Northampton, and we're on 24 minutes right now.
I think both teams are now struggling. Both are trying to take control of the game because they know right now it's still anyone's game, and in that frustration, we'll get a lot of out of bounds.
Well, with like 44 minutes, you have enough time to get as many goals as you can. Right now, number 21, Chris Winkler had the ball. He gives it to his teammate, takes a shot, and it goes wider than that.
Right,
Joseph.
just a little bit wide, just by a little margin. But that was some skilled footwork because he was surrounded by North athletes. Yeah, he was able to get that ball through a barrier and over them and near the goal, which is a very nice job.
And number 9, Justin Barbat is going to take this goal kick while the North Farmington crowd here is going wild, just cheering. Here we have number 11, Ben Black, taking a throw in. And possession was thrown away as North Farmington gets the ball, but it's quickly taken right back by Farmington.
And Farmington's really close.
Oh, has his kick. He kicks it.
It's
what
just
a
a
save
margin.
right there by Matt Joseph.
Because actually, no, it just went by the margin. I think Matt Joseph kind of let that go.
Did it? That was a dangerous opportunity there.
That was way too close for North, but a great opportunity for Farmington.
It just looked like luck is not on Farmington's side today, as all the shots are going wide and they're having a lot of great chances.
Yeah, and they just keep losing it.
And number 9, Justin Barbat takes the goal kick once again. And Farmington has the ball right now. Their defense is playing well, but they can't do much right now as he is surrounded by 3 Northampton defenders.
You can tell that North is just getting on all those defensive players. Every time you see a Farmington player get the ball, you'll automatically see these North players just surround him, which is great skill right there.
Number 9, Craig McDougall is yelling at his teammates to get in position for this throw-in. And there's the nice high throw-in, and he misses everybody, but it's taken by It's taken by number 19, Nathan Blade, who just kicked the ball out of bounds. And number 9, Chris McDougall, is going to take the throw-in once again. And it's headed again out of bounds, I believe. Yes, it is. And hopefully third time's a charm for him. The throw-in, and it's once again out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick, I
This
believe.
definitely shows the frustration of both teams.
Nope, it's going to be a free kick. This was off a Farmington player. Right now, it's 2-0. North Farmington leading with 20 minutes left in the second half. And unlike other sports, soccer only has 2 halves.
Exactly. 45 minutes each, 90 total, and
No,
it's pretty intense the whole time, really. You think 1 minute the game seems to be lagging, and the next it's crazy because a team will be able to score 2 goals in 3 minutes. It's pretty crazy.
Soccer's a very intense sport. You don't get like 10 seconds playbooks in 4 quarters.
Exactly. No.
Or
it's
45
bam,
seconds
bam,
just in
bam.
3 periods. And unlike high school soccer, in national soccer, you only get 3 substitutions. So that's
Exactly.
players just running the complete 90 minutes.
And yeah, and you have to know, and you never know if like yellow cards will be pulled, if anything bad will happen to your players. So you need to be prepared to substitute the right people at the right time, which is very difficult. Your plans and your plans for the game just aren't as concrete as it is for American football, really.
And unlike another difference in high school soccer, if you get ejected from the game, someone else comes onto the field.
Exactly.
In soccer, If you lose a player, you play
It's
short-handed
over.
the remainder
Exactly.
of the game.
You
And there's
lost
a
your chance.
and there's a beautiful sliding tackle by a Farmington defenseman to get that ball out of the way.
Speaking of international soccer, we got involved with that play. If you saw, our cameraman actually got hit. With,
And Nathan Blade just kicks the ball out of bounds. Here we hit so the sacrifice 210 makes when we get hit by soccer balls all
soccer
the
balls
time.
are just going everywhere. You never know when it's going to hit you. So, thanks for that, TV10.
Now back to some live action as North is just in Farmington territory right now. Adam Shiblack gets around 3, makes that 4 Farmington defenseman, but he is not
But
able
no
to
one
continue.
is there to help him, and that was probably the biggest mistake. He was able to get through them. He just needed someone to be there at the goal ready for him, but no one was there.
He probably could have gone farther if there was not a foul there.
Exactly.
And number 9, Justin Barbat. And here you can see 2 Farmington players in front of the wall.
And that was somewhat of a strange headbutt. No one was able to get it. It just went through all 3 players.
And now you have number 10, number Tyler, trying to get the ball from 3 Farmington, but North just clears the ball out.
But North was able to clear it. That's a tough spot. It's 4 against 1, but he did a pretty good job to get into their field.
And number 11, Ben Fleck, throws the ball, gets it to his teammates, but it's once again cleared. And now Farmington controlling the ball. Number 21, Chris Winkler gives the pass, but it's quickly intercepted by number 7, Uche Anime, who's carrying the ball upfield. It's 2-on-1 right now, and he loses the ball.
And something in soccer is that if you slide on accident or if you fall, nothing's gonna stop for you. You have to get up and get back to the game. Nothing stops for any injuries unless it's a major injury. So it's a very intense sport.
Generally a goalie injury.
Exactly, because the goalie is very important to the game, obviously.
And here's some nice, beautiful tic-tac-toe passing as it's a 4-on-2 right now. Nathan Blade gets the ball, and it's going to be
the North defenseman was not able to get to that ball fast enough. And here's a little replay of the lemur-like abilities of the soccer player. He just goes for that ball. He just leaps into the air, which is pretty crazy. And you can always and what's really scary about that is that you can always get hurt. And actually, I think he is hurt.
No, I think Matt Joffrey, I think there's a timeout right now because every sport has its timeouts.
There is
someone,
a
no, wait,
hurt
you're right, someone is
player
hurt.
though.
It might have been that lemur-like player.
Oh yeah, that's what you sacrifice when you go for the ball like that.
Well, while we're going to be developing on this injury, we'll be getting into a public service announcement. That was so bad right there. I said that so bad. Welcome back to the game.
It seems our Farmington player was able to recover. I think he might go sit on the sideline.
The player was. So his brother is going to be playing 5 soccer now.
We'll see how that affects Farmington.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's going to be back on the field anytime soon. It doesn't seem like a major injury. So who has the ball right now? Looks like
Farmington's going to begin the passing of the ball.
And as you were mentioning, time did stop because there was a major injury on the field. And 1 and 2 headbutts right there, and the Northampton defenseman just allow Matt Joseph to get that ball.
Exactly. In soccer, you have to always communicate with your goalie because if you both go for the soccer ball, it could go pass through both of your defense and end up in the goal.
Ben Fleck has the ball. He's trying to cross it to one of his teammates. He doesn't. He gets past 1. He gets past 2. He's still running. He gets past 3, and he gets a pass to his teammate right there. And that ball is thrown into the
Right,
face of
right,
number
yeah, right at
19,
him.
Nathan Blade.
But you can tell how tough soccer players are. They don't let them get them down, you know.
And number 11, Ben Fleck, is going to throw that ball in once again. And as a reminder, the score hasn't changed. It's still Northampton 2, Farmington 0. And the defending city champs are still only 60 minutes away from possibly losing their title.
But at the same time, it really depends on the goals, I'm pretty sure. So they might still become champs, but this is risky. This is risky business.
It is. The ball was kicked out of bounds by Fountain, and it's going to be a goal kick by number 9, Justin Badbat. And here's the kick. One-headed, two-headed, three-headed, and it's finally settled by Fountain. And the Fountain defense, now the Northampton defense, are playing.
Farmington's really using their defense right now, but if they want to win, they have to use their offense.
This
Their
ball,
offense seems to be lacking.
this ball is just moving between the 40-yard lines, both of them. So not much, just back and forth action right now.
So no one's really taking control right now. I think North is just trying to keep their lead. They're not really trying to get more goals. They feel like it's a little too risky. While Farmington's just pushing to try to get at least one goal, but it's not working very well.
Well, Farmington has had their chances. They just have not been able to capitalize on them.
Yeah.
And maybe due to frustration, lack of energy.
It's definitely, I'm pretty sure, it's stress because they're the defending champs. People expect them to be awarded the title again, but it's not that easy.
And here comes Farmington. Number 19, tri-captain for Farmington, takes a throw in, Nathan Blade. And now we have some battling action there. And Northampton corrals the ball. And Nathan Blade tries to kick it. He loses it. And let's see what Farmington can do with this position right now.
And you really have to give it up for the players for being able to stay in balance when everyone's just pushing at you from all sides. And they're still, they're still charging away with that ball. So that takes skill from both sides of the team.
And number 10, Tyler Harris, challenging on a goal. He has a chance. But Eric Kuhlman was able to
Matt
slow him
Joseph
down.
was there. He knew it to be there. That was close, though.
And you have to give credit to Eric Kuhlman for slowing down Tyler.
Exactly.
Harris.
If you can't reflect it, the least you could do is slow it down a little. Just tap it.
And here, like I was mentioning, here you can see Eric Kuhlman was getting in front of Tyler Harrison, which allowed Matt Joseph the time and ability to get out and get the damage done.
So that was perfect defensive play from North Farmington.
We are under 15 minutes, and Matt Joseph is working on a shutout right now. And it looks like there was a foul, so we're going to have a free kick for Farmington. And as a result, we have a wall for him. And senior tri-captain Chris Winkler makes a touch pass, and it's a bad touch pass right now as it's a fast break. That was a real...
What happened there is that when you have a free kick, you can either have just a touch kick, which is literally the ball stays on the ground, or you can do a more angled kick that you try to get it straight into the goal. So Farmington thought it'd be wise to do so. Unfortunately for them, North was able to take control of it and actually just go through their whole territory and go to the 50-yard line, which is pretty amazing.
And Northampton just kicks that ball out. And Matt Joseph still working on his shutout.
A little international news for you. If you are starting to get a little excited and interested in soccer, you can always look for the World Cup, which is the biggest soccer event for international, pretty much. And
that's going to be in
it's going to be in
2010,
South Africa. Yeah, it's going to be in South Africa in 2010. It seems far away, but time goes by pretty quickly. And
that's not always a good thing.
yeah, and it's pretty interesting because it'll be the first time that Africa has hosted such a big event. So it'll bring some interest into the African culture as well, which I find pretty cool.
And most likely Brazil will be in the semifinals. Like
Yeah, you all know that. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Brazil. If you don't really know what we're talking about, Brazil has pretty much been a powerhouse, for the past few years for the past World Cup events. And last year, unfortunately, or the last time of the World Cup, they didn't do so well. They got kicked out
I think quarterfinals. I think.
quarterfinals, which was pretty much a disappointment for the Brazilians because they always end up in the finals. And I mean, I was happy, but
And I was happy because Italy won that last World Cup.
I was not happy. I'm sorry. I'm a French fan. Even with Zidane's awkward,
headbutt.
a headbutt, and
And when I'm
that was his
referring
last game. But I
and when-
still respect the French.
and when I'm referring to a header, which you see here, Zidane threw his head into the opposing player's chest, which is illegal.
Yeah, they pretty much just had a scuffle. They were just arguing, being rude, I guess. And the Italians said something that just took too far, and
And
Zidane wasn't able to control himself.
Speaking of Zidane, here we have a kick ball to the head. As you can see, Adam Shibline just gets nailed. But
He doesn't. He still goes. He's like his head whips back, and then he's still looking for the soccer ball, and that takes a lot of just tolerance,
And here-
endurance.
And now we have a corner kick for North Farmington. They scored their 2 goals on 2 corner kicks.
Yeah,
Let's see if they can go 3 for 3. And it's going to be taken by number 9, Justin Barbat. Let's see what he can do. No, it's not. It's going to be taken by number 10, Matt Geisel. Or what was
and you can see that Farmington came out of nowhere and tried to wrestle the ball out of North's grasp, but it didn't work very well.
That's going to be a throw-in taken by Matt Geisel. And Farmington clears the ball, but North just puts it right back in.
You can tell that Farmington's desperately just trying to at least get it on North territory, but there wasn't anyone there to receive the ball, so it unfortunately failed.
Noah Machiniak takes that throw-in. It's taken by a Farmington player, and the tempo has really slowed down with just under 10 minutes left to play. You can see not many people are just like slowing down, taking
Yeah.
longer time, breathing.
It's 90 minutes takes a lot out of you, especially now North knows that 10 minutes, anything could happen, but at the same time, it's not a lot of time. So North is just trying to get the ball out of its territory, waste some time, do some tic-tac-toeing around, just to get far.
Oh, and here's a
not allow
beautiful play
Farmington.
by number 10, Matt Geisel. He has a chance to shoot,
Yeah.
but he doesn't shoot, and he loses his opportunity right there.
What
And it's a
happened?
foul.
Yeah, unfortunately, what happened is that when he got the ball, it got reflected off his foot and went straight up into the air. So he had to wait for the ball to come back down. And by that time, Farmington players had surrounded him. So unfortunately, it didn't work very well.
And if Farmington does lose this game, they should at least try to get a confirmation. That's that.
Oh,
This is a
and-
third goal right there.
Oh,
by
and,
Anderson Block, right?
such an easy goal for North. Unfortunately, Farmington's goalie was just lost sight of the ball, and Farmington easily tapped it, or North Farmington easily tapped the ball in the goal. So,
Cam McVitie is going to be beating himself up after that goal.
so you can see right
He
now.
starts kicking. He fans on it. Adam C. Black jumps over the leg of Cam McVitie, and he has an open net.
Open net, no one's there, no defense, no nothing.
He was just
He
playing
could have
around
just
it.
walked in it, but
But he gave the Farmington some dignity. He's not just walking into it.
that's good sportsmanship. And the North
here's
crowds are just going crazy. Look at that big crowd, and you can tell by their little pom poms, and they're all their brown and gold gear.
And that's chanted
So good
North
job,
Farmington. So now we have 3-0. North Farmington was leading. If Farmington loses this game, which with 9 minutes left, it looks like that's going to be a possibility, they should try to get a consolation prize by ruining Matt Joseph's shutout. Because
Exactly. North Farmington is 3-0. Farmington needs to at least try to get one goal through Matt's
Joseph.
barrier.
I mean, one of a goalie's proud achievements in a game is getting a shutout. So
Exactly.
Farmington should at least try to look to ruin that if they want to get any consolation prize.
But they've been working hard through the game.
They
I
have.
mean, both teams have been struggling working. Unfortunately, I think the stress is getting it to Farmington right now. That kick was just way too high.
It was
You
taking
can
like
tell the frustration on their faces.
that kick was taken 40 yards deep. There was no business to take that kick. And it's going to be taken by number 14, Eric Weberman. And 2 headers right there. And North Farmington just taking advantage right now. It's there's some action. He
Oh,
is
and
tripped
that's
up.
definitely a foul.
That
No
should
questions
be a
asked.
foul. You got the player, not the ball.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be surprised if there's going to be a yellow card right there.
Let's see where the referees now they're trying to discuss it now.
The referee takes out a yellow card, and it's
And
a,
you can see, you
and
can
it's
tell
been-
right now that the Farmington player tries to push him, and in the process collides with Adam Shablock.
and number 2, David Bailing, who just got substituted, got the yellow card. And in comes for the Raiders, number 13, Mark Shido, and also number 13 for the Farmington Falcons, Brent McCam. Hope I'm pronouncing that one right. And here comes Eric Weirman about to take his free kick. He's been taking a lot of free kicks today.
And they've been utilizing them pretty well. So you never know, this could be 4-0. It all depends on Farmington's defense.
But let's hope the defense learns something from their past mistakes.
They need to up their defense at least. They can't let North get another goal.
I think 4 goals would probably help them with the goals.
4 goals
differentials.
actually in a soccer game. You won't see it often in international because the competition is so high in international soccer that most games like are 2 or 3. 4 is not a very common number.
Which is generally why Americans don't like to watch it. 1 goal is like, oh, just shouldn't TV off.
Yeah.
And now we
And
have
you can hear the North crowd cheering, "Let's go, Eric!" Because this could be another chance for North.
and I don't know why we have a delay right now. The clock is stopped. There's some reason for delay. We don't know what.
They might.
There
It seems like Farmington is questioning the referee.
looks like it.
But North. I was talking to one of the players, senior Jacob Bauer, and he told me they struggled, but soccer's still fun for them. And you can obviously tell in this game where they've really upped the game and worked hard, and they're showing Farmington that they can do this.
And now we have
There seems to be some problems with the referee at Farmington.
Well, unlike most sports, the referee's call is final. Even with video reviews, it's
Exactly.
what the referee says goes.
You'll probably see sometimes players trying to convince the referee of their side, but no, it doesn't usually work. Referees are pretty strong personalities. You can't change their minds.
They usually know at least they try to be.
Yeah, exactly. It's
And here comes a kick by Eric Weirman, and it's going to be catched by
It
Chip.
was a little high, but if there was someone, that's not necessarily a bad thing. If there was someone behind the goalie to headbutt that into the goal, it wouldn't have been a bad shot. It would have been pretty good.
Farmington just hoping this game would end quicker.
They
3-0 is
seem-
not what they want to see. And if anything stands, my prediction at the beginning of this game, as I said, I believe it's going to be nothing. Might actually stand, and I'll be amazed.
That's pretty cool. But
It's like my past history records, nothing like that. Are you allowed to bet on high school games?
pardon me?
Are you allowed to bet on high school games? And
You
here's
can just see the footwork and the fumbling between Farmington and North. Farmington desperately trying to regain control of that ball, but in the process tripping a North athlete, which becomes a foul.
free kick by Eric Guzman, and that ball is knocked out of bounds by a Fountain defenseman. And it looks like Noah Marciniak is going to take that throw in.
It seems like Farmington's really.
Tired.
They seem tired, but now that their offense seems to lag a little, they're just focusing on defense right now, trying to get it out of bounds and away from their territory.
If I was coaching this team, I would just try to get that consolation prize and hope for the next game.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty risky for them to go on North ground because North can regain the ball and be able to get another goal.
Another reason to get that goal is, like you mentioned, if Farmington, which they most likely will, lose this game, the most likely city champs will be decided by goals.
Exactly.
And 3 goals added on to North Farmington's stat sheet now.
It can
Helps
can
them
pretty
out.
much decide, the winners. So
So Farmington might want to add an extra goal to that 9-2 record they have.
yeah.
And while we're waiting for this throw-in, we have another public service announcement for you fans out there.
And that was a public service announcement from TV10, keeping it green. That's our slogan this year, with North Farmington's green movement, really. So we're trying to get most of Farmington Public Schools to get involved in that.
And right now, Farmington is trying to create some offense. And number 13, Brett McCann, who just came into the game, is on the throw-in, replacing Ben Fleck for now.
And for the Falcons, number 17, Chris Rylock.
All right, now, and Farmington's just trying to take advantage of the opportunity they have on North Farmington territory. But you can just, like, for that.
And here's another fast break.
Yeah, a
for
North Farmington player just, like, jumped in the air and got away with it.
Number 5, Paul Goulis is leading the attack right now. He makes some nice movement right there. And he makes a cross, but it's not a strong enough one.
Unfortunately, most of the North soccer players weren't there. They were still at the 50-yard line.
I think if he had a little bit more energy, he would have been able to make that cross a little higher and stronger.
But with only
about 6 minutes left.
6 minutes left in the game, it's hard to keep your energy up. But I think North's doing pretty well, and so is Farmington. It could be with such a big difference in the scoring. Farmington's keeping a pretty good energy for this game.
As you can see right now, Northampton is leading. But 6 minutes is a lot of time. You can get in goals. Those nets like about 10 feet width and height. So
yeah, and North Farmington can't let down its guard, because that just 1 minute of weakness can let Farmington regain 1 or 2 goals. You never know.
And here is number 21, Chris Winkler, track captain.
Yeah.
Taking a shot from 40 yards out.
It was a little high, but if he had gotten that in, that would have been spectacular. I mean, that was a pretty good angled shot. Fortunately, it was a little too high.
Well, this is what Farmington has resorted to, taking these long shots from
and
far range.
sometimes, and sometimes that works. So it's really all they have left.
Well, the Northampton's defense has been awesome in isolating any chance Farmington has. And right now we have a throw-in
There's
by
a lot of
number 13,
sideline action
Matt
right now.
McCann. And it's corralled once again by Northampton, but it's taken right away by Farmington. And number 10, Matt Geisel, trying to get that ball to his teammate, but he fails to do so. And finally, it's cleared out of North territory, and number 23, Adam Shublak, trying to get that ball with from Ben Fleck.
And the soccer ball is kind of thrown everywhere today, or right now, because it's close to the end, and North is just trying to get it out of its territory, and Farmington's desperately trying to get a goal. So it results in a very crazy soccer ball.
And there's a trip, and that is a foul.
That was definitely
and
a foul.
that should be a yellow card right there. He got the leg. And it's going to be a free kick. Time has stopped. And one difference this high school has that is not necessarily a good thing, in my opinion, is in national soccer, whenever there's a stoppage in play, they carry that over. So the game may end with 90 minutes, but may have like 2 minutes carry over time from all the stoppages. High school soccer does not do that.
It's
And here's a replay of this strip that we were talking about just now.
yeah, and you can definitely see a Farmington player is in his attempt to get to the ball. A North athlete gets in his way, and as a result, he trips over it. Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised too. And a result, Farmington did get a free kick, but unfortunately the kick was too low. And you have to remember, this is really stressful for Farmington with a little less than a little over 2 minutes left in the game. It seems, pretty decided already.
Here comes Marciniak making that throw in. But it just goes past everybody. It's going to be a goal kick. No, wait, it was touched by one of the Farmington players, so it's going to be a corner kick for North, and they're going to go.
North is just getting awarded so many corner kicks today. This usually does not happen.
Well, that was a touch corner kick, and it's going to be at the corner kick once again.
And what happens with a touch corner kick is that the opposing team is allowed to come,
And
pretty much in on the
usually you
kicker.
do that when you want to just like run the clock
Yeah,
down.
corner kicks are usually you're allowed to have a kick and no one's allowed to approach you. But if it's a touch corner kick, they're allowed to attack you with the ball. So.
And generally, you only do a touch corner kick when you want to run down the clock, which in this case with a minute 20 left. This
Pretty
is
much,
what the-
it's good technique.
Yeah. And here comes number 8, Thomas Ashmore, freshman, the only freshman on this varsity team, making a throw in. And 1 minute
And you
left in
can
the
tell
game.
that front North is just trying to waste time. And kind of Farmington is too. They don't want North to get any more
They just want to end this game quickly.
Yeah.
And this nice catch by Kane McVitie. And he's about to make that long punt, hoping that he's, wait, that's a short, low punt.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to assure that his
Team gets the ball.
exactly so they won't risk another goal from the opposing team.
But North goes back
Just
on the
get it out of
offensive.
your territory. That's what Farmington's trying to do. Oh.
That's
That's definitely a foul right now, contact problem, is because in the process of trying to headbutt a Farmington player gets hurt. North player does. I'm sorry.
Crowder now is getting hoping that North is crowd.
And very high of him.
And it
A
almost
little, yes, just a little too wide, but they could have made it for a And North Farmington wins 3-0 and defeats the
defending city champs.
exactly. And you
here's the
can see
crowd
right
happy.
now the crowd's going crazy for North.
And Matt Joseph shut out stands.
And good job both teams.
Yes, they did well.
Good job North and Farmington. And this has been Sarah Wad
And second class now.
and thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
Final score 3-0.